Hey, welcome back to Twist and Shout. And today, unfortunately, we won't be doing too much shouting because there's an issue in the natural hair community, particularly with the brand DevaCurls. I know you guys have heard. If not, let me fill you in. Long story short, there are lawsuits. There are images surfacing with people showing like before and after of their hair and their scalp, like bright redness, burning, irritation, and severe hair fall. And a change of like the hair pH in general. Like literally, I'm looking at some of these pictures and I'm gonna put some on the screen for you guys. It's like that don't even look like the same person. So of course, lawsuits. And of course, I'm gonna give my 2 cents. Disclaimer: I am not of a legal team. I am just a YouTuber stating my opinion. Trying to bring as much factual information as possible with a little bit of warning and a little bit of teaching. Boom. All right. First things first. I do not own any of those products, and let me tell you why in a little bit. I'll save that to the end. But I will say this. On my channel, I try my best to research and investigate things and try to bring forth things that, not because somebody paid me to, but because I feel like you need to know. And if you know better, you do better. Now, I will be honest to say that DevaCurls is one of those products that before I even took time to say, hey, I actually got good hair, I was in denial. So I used to look at that product like that's for a particular type of curl or particular type of ethnicity. And not being racist, but for me, it's just a matter of what actually will work on my hair, what actually wouldn't. Now, since then, obviously, I've tried some things and I realized it's not necessarily wet, but ingredients-wise. And I did look on the back of a couple ingredients of some DevaCurl products, and most of them have been approved by a lot of natural hair vlogs and YouTubers and websites. And I found that very interesting because I'm looking at these ingredients and I'm looking like they have such things as like jojoba, some other thing. My mind's going blank right now, but I'll leave that on the screen somewhere too. And I'm like, these are water-based products, so what could be the problem? Let me fill you in on something right quick, right? Different people have different reactions, and it seems to be that, this is my 2 cents, in the natural hair community and the natural hair products, that it seems like they're trying, it's like the higher end products are with these aggressive scents, like just aggressive, like cologne almost. And it's like, why did you think that would be okay? Well, here's the thing, because usually when you see, every now and then you'll run across a product that says naturally scented, but it's very rare. Like, I have a bottle of Camilla Rose, the stimulating oil. It's naturally scented and it smells amazing. Not too light, not too harsh. But you have other products such as Texture ID and DevaCurls. It's like, are you selling me a perfume or are you selling me a hair product? And understand, when they list perfume, they're not telling you how they go about making this perfume. They're just saying perfume. And I would say, me being someone who is very sensitive to the skin, that's not okay. And most things that I pick up, if I can't figure out, okay, how did it actually get this scent or open up and smell, because usually I can tell like by how strong it is if it's going to bother me or not. Now, I'm not saying that's probably what's happening with everyone, but let's just be clear. Because this product is claiming to be 100% natural, yada, yada, yada. But a couple of those words did stand out to me. And I'm just like, what is that? But again, because they're so highly marketed and because you have a lot of people promoting them and just throwing them out there to the public, it's just like, oh, they must be okay because this girl hair is popping. And that's not the case. What is perfume made out of? Usually a lot of alcohols. And I think people tend to forget that, or maybe you just don't sit and take time to say, what am I putting in my hair? Now, I would admit in most of these cases, the perfume is like the last listed ingredients, but That doesn't mean anything. Because a little bit of anything, like you get bit in one spot by a snake, it's going to affect your whole arm if you don't go take care of it. The same thing with a spider or a tick or whatever the case. Like it could start somewhere small and then you just spread and you be like, oh my God, what's going on? It's called an allergic reaction. And that's what appears to be going on with the DevaCurls. Like a lot of people have an allergic reaction, in my opinion. And of course, if your scalp was unhealthy, you're going to naturally lose hair. Now, obviously, with me saying this and me bringing awareness to you guys is simply saying, don't go buy it. I don't know how else, you know, I'm not trying to beat around the bush or anything, but I know for me, like, it was one of those common sense things when I saw it. I'm like, nah, I don't know nothing about that. Just makes me want to go buy it. And like I said, it's not discriminating against people like with good hair or curly hair. It's just a matter of, what are you selling me? Like, are you selling me the person that looks good doing it? Or are you selling me some before and afters where I can actually determine, hey, this stuff is really good? Because there's a lot of people, even that I follow myself, which I'm not bashing them, but they can pretty much use anything and their hair looks wonderful. And that's because they naturally have that beauty to their curl pattern. But again, these was even my thoughts before now, because now I'm just like, hey, my curl pattern is beautiful. Hello. And yours too, honey. Embrace what God gave you, even though mine's covered up. But I say that to say, like I said, my aim on my channel is to bring the honest truth and keep my integrity intact, because at the end of the day, I have to answer to God. Like, no amount of sponsorship, no amount of money, no paycheck is going to make me denounce my faith, let alone have me deceiving people to a point where it actually hurts them. I can't do that. I don't have a bone in my body to do that. And I've noticed with a lot of people who actually are very blunt and honest, their subscriber list is like here, whereas the people who obviously are just pretty much selling themselves are here. And it's like, people, wake up. Like, are you more interested in somebody making something look good or something that's actually going to look good on you? And I feel like a rant right there. Like, I just had to get that off my chest. But like I said, I try not to judge, but it's getting harder and harder because there's a lot of sellouts. A lot of people that just throwing stuff at us like, hey, go try this, go do that. For only. And it's like, that's a lot of money for somebody. And for two, I feel like if you're going to market something, because a lot of people are lazy, like myself, or like I was. A lot of people are new to this. So if you mention, okay, boom, suffer 8. It grew my hair to my back. All they going to hear, understand is that it grew their hair to the back and they didn't go shearing. But hey, let me actually take time to say what's in here. So if something sticks out, you can say, hey, I'm actually allergic to that. Just like I told you guys with the MSM. Topical is a no for me. Like, it's not happening. Now, I have just like a couple days ago tried to take it eternally. And again, I'm still not on my hair, but eternally and with my body, I'm seeing side effects. So common sense for me is like, you know what? I don't feel the same way I did the day before I actually took this, so I'm not going to do it anymore. But it just appeared, I don't know, like even with myself, I had to talk with my husband. It's like we so caught up in getting the popcorn effect, like what can make it do it fast? What can make it do it fast? And like I said, you may say, oh, you're the same girl that did the Suffer 8. Listen, but I'm telling you, Suffer 8 worked for me. Like, I'm being honest, and I'm showing you guys progress as we speak. But I got enough self-control and awareness in me now to say, you know what? I can't just hop because somebody dropped a new line. As a matter of fact, Suffer 8 has some new products coming out. And it seems kind of exciting because they haven't done something in many years. But my whole thing is, what prompted now? Is it the hype? Publicity? Like, you have to just take a step back. Just like how you do your little taxes and how you do your bills. Like, you got to map this stuff out. Like, okay, what is going on? What promoted this? Who's behind this? Who's the business owner? Do they actually know hair? Do they even have the hair that we have? And understand that money, the love of money, is the root of all evil. So people are pretty much going to sell their soul just for a check. And I have come to terms that, look, I was born broke. I probably die broke. I mean, obviously, no one intentionally be broke. But my whole point is, if it's by means that's against my faith and my religion, then I'm not willing to go down that road. I'm not willing to sell my soul. And not saying everyone that does sponsors are doing that, obviously, because I would say if, I don't know, Suffer 8 sees me and say, hey, this girl been using and rocking with us and just decided to send me stuff, then obviously that would be true because I've been using them. But I mean, check me out. Say if I come up here and say, like my first 2 videos, I pre-poo with this, I did a hot oil treatment with this, and the rest of my YouTube career, you don't ever hear me or see this anywhere in my videos again. What do you think happened? Like, come on. Like, okay, what happened to that? Do you still use that? And then a lot of these comments get deleted, get ignored, or some kind of excuse or whatever, or maybe even a lie. But I mean, it's to the point now where we see the direction the world's going in. We have to learn to be self-sufficient. We have to learn to say, you know what? I need to do what's best for me and my house because I have a daughter. And who knows, in the future, I'm only 30, maybe I have another daughter. So, and maybe my son maybe want to grow out his hair. So I have to stay on top of stuff like, okay, if we want to do this to your hair, is this safe? And y'all heard me mention this before, and I look on the back of the ingredients, and there's nothing in here that alarms me at all. It's full of good stuff. To be only $2.27, I think, for 8 ounces, this is a good oil. And it's for, you can do a hot oil treatment as well, just use it as a daily oil. This is good stuff. But like I said, anything that I can vouch for, I'm vouching for. Like, I'm like, hey, this been good to me. And I'm not just saying it because somebody just sent it to me. I'm saying it because this is something that has been growing with me over the years. Or maybe even if I just started because the Do Grow. I used to see Do Grow, but my mom was tight on money. Like, if it won't softy $1, she won't buy it. And I kind of wish she did because it seems to actually do be a little bit better than the softy. But hey, my hair grew. I won't bald headed. And like I said, when it comes to our health and our hair, we gotta understand that usually when something happens, take it from me as someone who has suffered from a bald spot. It takes a long time to get over that. I'm talking about even psychologically, like, oh my God, I got a bald spot. I can't wear my hair like this. I gotta be careful how I part it. All of that. We have to be careful, y'all. Like, just be careful. Like me, this is a warning message to just like, look, just because it's new on the shelf, don't put your hair at risk. Or at least if you're going to do that, turn it over and say what's in here. And I admit there's some things that you probably won't know that it bothers you until you actually do a review, I guess. But even for my sake, I would say that before I bring something to y'all fully, maybe I should start doing patch tests and say, okay, is this it? Because I don't know, man. Sometimes you just, it's better to be safe than sorry. That's my opinion about everything. And it's kind of sad because I've seen some videos and I watched some people, like, they've been growing their hair for years and they've been working on this, and your hair is like a project and you're proud of it and you're like, hey, this is what I have accomplished, whatever your hair may be at. And then just to see that go down the drain for a product that was like $20, $15, $12, like for $12, and for 20,000 reviews, you lost your hair. To me, that's not worth it at all. And like I said, I'm not empathizing with them because I don't know any of them personally. I'm saying to anybody before you even go there with any product, not just DevaCurls, like anything, especially something that hasn't been on the market so long and the commercials are kind of vague, like you just see the aftermath, or you can see the part where they're wetting their hair with the product, you know, like not a whole picture, not the next day picture. Just be careful and be watchful and be prayerful. Always pray. I say pray over everything, like your hair products, your food, your life, your car, your kids, your pets. Pray. Like, learn to pray over everything. Like, it's nothing too big or too small that you shouldn't have to pray for or over. That's my opinion. Now, again, I don't know. Comment below if there are some products that has caused you any harm or danger. I'm here for you. If anybody suffered any hair loss, any bald spots, any severe shedding, if you want prayer, I can pray for you too. Definitely just saying a prayer for anybody out there that has, you know, just went over a whim. Just, oh, something new. Because like I said, I was there. Like, y'all, if I could show y'all my pre-stash, it ain't a big stash, but I've done it, so I'm not judging. I'm just saying here, for anybody who tunes in, listen, stop. Before you go purchase another natural, quote unquote, hair product, pray, seek God, look in your stash. Do you got enough? Do you need anything else? Like, is it something that you can finish first? Like, let's just be more wise going into 2020, like, and stop letting people take advantage of us and insulting our intelligence, because our health is over everything, y'all. Like, we only get one body. We only get one scalp. Like, you can honestly severely damage your scalp for the rest of your life. Like, it's been plenty of people that I've talked to that said nothing has changed over years. And it's easy to ditch out advice when you have conquered yours. But just imagine somebody who's been suffering with the same alopecia problem for 40 years. I'm pretty sure me throwing another product at them, they could be like, been there, done that. And honestly, maybe words can't help them either, but I'd rather sit there and be upfront and say, hey, I may not know exactly what your issue is, but I can pray for you. If you can't offer anybody anything else, just pray. But like I said, that's my 2 cents. My opinion obviously was I never bought it and never had any intentions to. It's unfortunate. And like I said, if you have any experience with it, comment below, please. Share the word, because that's what I intended to. Like, this whole purpose is awareness. Like, not to bash whoever's behind the company, because maybe they don't know. Maybe it's just a mistake in the manufacturer or the formula. I don't know. But like I said, I looked at the ingredients. I didn't see nothing that stood out too bad. If anything else changes since this video, I'll put it obviously in the description box. But y'all be watchful and be prayerful. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe.